You know, I just watched this video of this guy saying that he has loved this girl for 5 years. This girl broke up with him like when he was in the most excruciating time in his life. But after 5 years, when his life picked up, he still wanted to meet this girl because he loves her so much that he believes that he will love her till the end of time. Even when he met her after 5 years later, the craziest part, let me tell you, within the 5 year period when they were like broken up, he says that this guy says that he would like go to Instagram and watch videos of like that girl, or maybe pictures or her post of her being happy with her life. And even though like during that time he was going through maybe a lot in his life, he still loved that girl. And then to a point where like 5 years later, when his life picked up, he still contacted her and met her. And then when he laid his eyes on her, like the first thing that came into his mind is that I will love this woman for the rest of my life. Like that got me thinking. I'm not saying that this guy is delusional or something, but one thing about love is that when you love someone for too long, right? When you love someone for too long, there come a time where, let's say, where people do fall out of love. I don't believe you can love someone who doesn't love you. I don't believe in that at all. For me personally, so I don't care how much I love a person today, but if tomorrow the person tells me that it's over, of course, like, I'm not gonna get over that person like overnight, but I know that eventually, as long as this person doesn't love me, I will stop loving them as well at some point. So I will tell you from my experience, right? When like the first time when I fell in love, like I was so deeply in love, like I was so in love. I thought that was gonna be the love. Like I thought like we were gonna get married, like things like that. And then 2 years later, I remember 2 years later, right? At that time, I was not talking with that person, but 2 years later, we started talking because, yeah, like at that time, like even when I had separated with the person, like we never dated. We never dated at all, but I just love that person, right? And then even after separating, um 2 years later, when we kind of reconnected and started talking again, I remember during that time I was still convincing myself that no, I love this person. This person is the love of my life, right? Until I remember this one time we were just chilling, drinking, and just enjoying ourselves, and we ended up kissing. I didn't feel nothing. Like I felt nothing. I didn't feel anything. Like I didn't feel anything for that person at all. I felt nothing. Mind you, this is the person I have been claiming to love for like 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. Like I have been claiming that I love this person dearly, and I will never love anyone. Like I will never date anyone. I will never love anyone in my life except for that one person. So one thing I learned is that when you love someone, right? When we love people, we sometimes get to like that point where we convince ourselves that, you know what, this is the love of my life. Even when you know deep down that you no longer love this person, maybe because they broke up with you first, or maybe because of other reasons, even though you know deep down that you no longer love this person, just because you have loved them for like a long period, you keep convincing yourself that you love them, but deep down you don't. You don't. So it's like you get to a point where you love the idea of loving them. It's, for me, that's what it is. It is impossible to love someone who doesn't love you, unless if you have issues as a person. It's impossible. You cannot keep loving someone who doesn't love you. like I said, if a person like break up with you today, I'm not saying that you'll get over the person today, but eventually you will get over the person. It is impossible to keep loving someone who doesn't love you. Like unless you have like real life issues. I'm serious. Because for me, for example, then like my life was so perfect, right? My life was perfect. I didn't have any issues. I was doing well academically, although I had some family issues. But then at that time, I remember like everything was over. Like it wasn't a big deal anymore. It wasn't. And I didn't have problems. I feel like sometimes when you have like your life perfect and you don't have problems, you kind of like want that chaos because life feels boring. But like if you don't self introspect, if you don't self reflect, you will never get what I'm saying. You will never understand that you are happy, like, your life, you are happy with your life the way it is. And the love that you say you have for someone, it doesn't exist. You don't. You're just like, you just want chaos in your life because your life is so perfect. And you are surrounded by people who are like, whose life is like chaotic also. It's that thing, like it's normal. Like we have friends who go through ups and downs. Like you live with those kind of people every single day. You hear those stories. You want that, like that adventure, that experience, like that perfect life that you have. Like it feels like boring at some point, and then you start to convince yourself that you love someone that you no longer love because it's impossible. You see this guy, 5 years later, his life picked up, like everything in his life started going well, and then he wanted chaos again. Like it's just it's not real. That's what I can say. Like what I'm saying is like the love that he's saying he has, like he have for this girl, it is not real. It doesn't exist. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Because like let me tell you something. After when we finished university, right? Like, and then I moved to a different city. I met another person. I'm not gonna lie, like, mind you, I told myself that I will never love anyone in my life, never. But I met this other person. I love that person as well. And then I realized that, so like all along, I was just trying so hard to convince myself that I love this person. Yes, I love that person at some point, but like at some point I did, but 2 years later I was over that person. I just loved the idea of loving that person. The love was in there. I'm telling you, that day, that night when we kissed, I didn't feel anything. Like it was like kissing a stone, like a rock, like something like that doesn't move, you know, a non-living thing. Like that's how I felt. It felt like I was just kissing my pillow or something. Like this is someone that I claim to love, and I'm not joking. I did love that person. I used to like feel these goosebumps whenever I saw that person. But like after 2 years, when we reconnected and then we shared that kiss, nah, that's when like I accepted and I'm like, I don't love this person at all. Yes, I did at some point, but not anymore. So I need to move on. Even the second person also, it didn't work out. And yeah, that's it. That's it. People, when you have something good going on when your life is perfect, I'm telling you, you're just gonna go out there like looking for chaos. Let's say, for example, right now, right? Because like I am self-aware and I know what I've been through. It's not even something hectic or something crazy, but I know what I have been through, and I know for a fact that if I fall in love, I know that okay, I love this person. If I fall out of love, I will know that nah, I no longer love this person. And one thing about me for a fact is that I will never, and it's impossible for me to love someone who doesn't love me. I don't think that is something that like I don't want to indulge in. Like never. It's for me, it's like, yes, you can for like a short period, but like to say you love someone who doesn't love you forever, I just think, like I told you, like people, they just love the idea of loving people they have loved for too long. It's like you get used to it. Like it stuck in your head that you love this person. Even when you get over them, you cannot accept within that you no longer love the person. That idea, it becomes your like your identity. It becomes like who you are. It becomes you, which is not how it is supposed to be. You are supposed to be you. Like if you fall out of love, you fall out of love. You must accept that you no longer love the person. You cannot love someone who doesn't love you. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Like for example, like right now, right? Listen, like right now I'm single, right? And my life is perfect. I don't have problems in my life. I don't. But like then my life was like the way it is today. Like it was like then I don't have problems right now in my life. I don't at all. Except for like the only problems I have right now, I only have two problems. Building my online English Academy website because I have many clients now, and bad eating habit. Yeah, bro, Thai food is delicious. Like that's something that I need to like work on. Like I need to enjoy the food, but it doesn't mean I need to like eat like a pig, you know? It's not healthy. It's not like let's say it's not about weight, right? It's about health. Because like honestly speaking, I eat snacks every single day. I order two dishes. Like yesterday, I was checking how much I spent in a day. I spent like 500 baht because of food that I ate in one day. And that's something that has been going on for like a month. Ever since I stopped my diet, I have been eating like a crazy person. You see, like my life right now is perfect. So meaning that let's say I meet like let's say a girl here, right? Like another girl here in Thailand, which I don't know. I don't know. It isn't something that I am looking forward to. If it happens, it happens. Like with the two people that I fell in love with in my life, it wasn't planned. It just happened. I just met people along the way, and then I just felt something for them. That's what it is. And then I'm just saying, if it the same thing happens here in Thailand, like rest assured that the person will definitely be the person who I know for a fact that this person really loves me. And that's all. If the person doesn't love me, it's impossible for me to say I love them. Yes, I can crush like a person, I can have a crush on a person, maybe because of their personality, but that's what it is. It is simply a crush and infatuation, you know. Sooner or later those kind of things they fade. As long as like you're not together with someone, you're not dating, you get over it. If you don't get over it, that means you have problems as a person. You need to talk to yourself. You need to like you need to self introspect, because ain't no fucking way in this life you can love people or anyone who doesn't love you. It's impossible. People are delusional and denial. They lie to themselves until they believe themselves. They believe the lies that they keep feeding themselves. One thing I can say is that it is impossible to love someone who doesn't love you. And when I say someone who doesn't love you, I'm not talking about maybe you say, oh, that person loves me. They're just being denial. Also, they're just playing hard to get. Ain't no fucking way. If someone loves you, they ain't gonna play hard to get. If someone loves you, they will show you that they love you. That's just what it is. If someone doesn't show you shit, it means they don't feel shit about you. It is simple as that. People be like, yo, that person is playing hard to get. Ain't nobody playing hard to get. They don't want you. It is that simple. They don't want you. And if like you like someone like that and then eventually they accept you, it is out of desperation. They know they have something to benefit from you. It's just there, like especially money. Especially with girls. With girls it's always money. A girl either loves you or she just wants money. She knows that she knows if she get together with you, she will be taken care of. Who doesn't want to be taken care of? Who doesn't? People like are struggling out there. They need people who are gonna help them financially. Do you think a girl will miss that opportunity? Hell fucking no. Hell no. So stop lying to yourself. You need to like self introspect and stop lying to yourself that you love people that deep down you have gotten over. And you need to stop being delusional that people are playing hard to get. Ain't nobody playing hard to get. They don't want you, okay? If tomorrow they change their mind, I will repeat myself. It is because they know that they are going to benefit something from you. It is simple as that, bro. Like when you love someone and when someone loves you, like you will choose each other each and every single day. And that person is not going to play hard to get. No and no and no. Like a person will show you that they love you. Simple as that. Like personally, so I have been in love and I know Like, I know how a person who's in love behaves. I know. Like, when you're in love, you care for the person. That's the first thing. Like, you care about them. You want to see them do well, not just like health wise, but emotionally, financially, mentally, physically. Like, you want to build them. Like, not like to build them, but I'm just saying, like, you want to see them do great in life. You want to see them like happy every single day. Like, you will work your ass off to make more money to please them, because you see them also doing the same thing to please you. Simple as that. Like the care, like literally everything is mutual when there is love. When there is no love and no fucking mutual anything, nothing. That's why you find people in relationships depressed as fuck. Because like they're in love alone. And they don't want to accept that shit ain't working, and they should move on with their lives and fall out of love. No, they don't. Some of them, maybe they have fallen out of love, but because they have convinced themselves for too long that they are in love, they don't want to accept and move on. So don't be that person, and don't be that person who like goes out there looking for chaos, bro. Like, if you are single, enjoy being single. Like, you will meet your person, even if you don't. Like, personally, so I don't, not to say like I don't think about, let's say, meeting someone like good, kind, and all that. Like, maybe like I might think about it someday, maybe, but it isn't something that I'm expecting to happen. You know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, honestly speaking, life is a habit. You know, you get used to every single thing. If you're single, you're 40 years old, you don't have kids, that's your habit, that's your life. Maybe it might suck, but at the end of the day, that is your life, you know. And life is what you make it. You will have to find ways to be happy, even without like a partner, even without kids. Like, it doesn't matter. What matters is you being content with yourself, like being happy with yourself, waking up every single day, being able to do the things that makes you happy. That's all that matters in life. I mean, that's what I believe in. You know, I don't believe in anything bullshit, anything delusional. And I know, like, as a girl who likes other girls, it's like, bro, I see people and I've seen them, and I'm like, yo, I feel sorry for many people, but they don't feel sorry for themselves. Some people, they just choose to be stupid, bro. It is what it is, anyways. It's their life. They say your life, your choice. It is what it is. So the morale of the story is love is mutual. Ain't no fucking way you can love someone who doesn't love you. If like you're in that situation, you are delusional as fuck, and you need to self-introspect, self-reflect, and get out of that shit hole. Because that shit ain't real. That's why you're depressed. That's why you're unhappy. That's why you hate your life. That's why you have identity crisis. That's why you have anything but good in your life going on. That's why you're fucked in your brain. That's why you hate everything. That's why you don't have passion. That's why your life sucks. Because you're wasting your time like being delusional instead of accepting your fate and choosing yourself and being happy with who you are. If the universe allows, you will meet the person for you. And that person, oops, that person surely will treat you the same way you'll treat them. And that's all. Peace out.